Find a comfortable seat with your hips higher than your knees. We'll be here for a couple of minutes, so make sure you're comfortable. Draw your sitting bones to touch your support. Knees lower than your hips. Draw your shoulders back and find a long, straight spine. Close your eyes and just begin to notice any points of tension, of tightness in your body. And welcome those points of tension, of tightness. Because without the tension, you don't have the framework to understand what points of openness, relaxation feel like. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your right hand up and bring your pointer and middle finger to touch your third eye. Allow your right thumb to hover over your right nostril, your right ring finger to hover over your left. I'm going to take alternate nostril breathing to balance the sides of our brain, to balance the sides of our bodies, to find balance between the yin, the feminine, the being, and the yang, the masculine, the doing. Inhale through both nostrils. And exhale through the right side. Inhale, right side. Exhale through the left. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Release your hand. Inhale through both sides. Exhale through your nose. Inhale your palms to touch. Begin to rub your hands together, creating heat, energy, friction. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Exhale through both nostrils. Inhale to the hand on your heart. Exhale out. Inhale to the hand in your belly. Exhale out. Inhale, roll forward into a tabletop, stacking shoulders over wrists, knees, right under hips, and find a couple of rounds of cat-cow, just warming up through your spine. Dropping your belly, lifting your gaze. Exhale, round and curl navel to spine, chin to chest. Inhale to neutral tabletop. Crawl your hands forward, coming into puppy pose. From puppy pose, slide your left hand underneath your body and thread the needle. Right hand comes to your sacrum or to the inner line of your left leg. Inhale your right arm back high, place it just beneath your shoulder, and exhale here. Left arm extends high, counter twist. Make your way back into tabletop. Inhale through a round of cat-cow. Back into neutral. Walk your hands out, hips right over your knees, puppy pose, melting your heart towards the ground. And slide your right hand beneath your body, finding thread the needle on the other side. Inhale your left arm high, left hand to your sacrum or to the inner line of your right leg. Inhale, release your left arm. Exhale here. Right arm high, breathe and circle out your wrist. Exhale your way into tabletop. Drop your belly, lift your gaze, inhale, round into cat's pose, exhale. Slide your way back to sitting on your knees squeeze in together to touch, big toes to touch, and walk your hands back behind you. Find a gentle back bend here. Peel your shoulders back, inhale, and release chin to chest. Locate your bolster and bring your bolster forward, coming into a supported child's pose. Bring your left ear to the bolster, bringing your gaze to the right. If your hips aren't touching your heels, roll up your blanket and slide your blanket underneath your knees. Using our props here to find complete sense of relaxation in each and every posture. If your mind is very active, I invite you to breathe in a conscious way throughout this restorative practice. And slowly bring your gaze back into a neutral position. And bring your opposite ear towards the bolster. Bring your gaze off to the left. Notice the difference between your right and your left side here. Continue to just observe your breath with every exhale softening a little deeper. Inhale, slowly walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Slide your bolster out of the way. Bring your knees together to touch. Interlace your hands at your low sacrum, finding a gentle counterbalance. Inhale, come forward. We're going to move into a gentle twist. Line your bolster up with your outer left hip. Bring your right leg back and fold over your bent left knee, lowering your torso onto the bolster. So our entire immune system lives inside of our digestive tract. Here, as we find this gentle twist, we're finding a sense of well-being from the inside out. Inhale, slowly walk your hands back up. And find a counter twist, bringing your left hand to your back knee, twisting over your right shoulder, and swing your legs forward. Move your bolster off to the opposite hip. Align your bolster with your right hip, right knee, and thigh parallel to the top of your mat, and lower down, resting your cheek onto your bolster. With every exhale, allow yourself to soften even deeper. Every inhale, bring your awareness to where you might be holding in your body. Inhale, walk your hands back beneath your shoulders. Long, straight spine. Find a counter twist over your left shoulder. Inhale, back through center. Move your bolster to the top of your mat. Crawl your way forward. And find half pigeon. Your right shin is parallel to the top of your mat. Bolster long out in front of you along the length of your spine. And bring a block beneath your right hip, even if you think you don't need it, especially if you think you don't need it. You can keep your back toes tucked under to anchor your left hip forward, finding your pelvis squared to the front of your space. With every exhale, allow your shoulders, your neck, your jaw, your hips to release and relax. Inhale, lift your torso back up, walk your hands towards your hips. Gently slide your back knee forward, extend your right leg long. Find a supported side plank here. Pivot on your right knee, right arm high, and exhale your way back through, setting up on sleeping pigeon on your left side. Keeping your left toes flexed to protect your knee, length through your spine. There's a correlation between our jaw and our hips. So as you allow the jaw to release and soften, the hips will follow suit. Continue to breathe here in a conscious way. If thoughts or emotions are triggered in any of these postures, just continue to breathe and observe. Inhale, walk your hands back up underneath your shoulders. Remove the block out from beneath your left hip. Slide your right knee forward. Extend your left leg long. Pivot on your bottom knee. Inhale into your supported side plank. Crawl your way back forward, sitting on your knees. Move your bolster out of the way. Grab onto both of your blocks. Bring one block on its highest height to the top of your mat, and your second block on its medium height, about 2 fists away. Stack your bolster on top of both blocks and lower your hips onto your mat. Locate your strap. Unwind your strap. Then bring the double D rings together. Loop the strap through the double D rings. Open the double D rings. Slide your strap through the center so you have a nice tight loop. Bring your loop around your low back against your sacrum. Slide the strap beneath the pinky edge sides of your feet, finding Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together to touch, and make sure the D-ring, the middle part, is up towards your hips, not resting on your legs. Inchworm yourself back, sacrum pressed against your bolster, and lower yourself onto your bolster. The strap should be tight enough that your knees feel entirely supported, And your block's close enough that the bolster is a nice supported line. Stay here and breathe in your Reclined Goddess Pose. Draw your shoulders closer together, palms facing up. If your hands feel far away from the ground, you can bring your blanket beneath your hands. Allow your chin to lift slightly. And as you observe your exhale breath, feel the weight of your knees drawing closer to the ground. You soften the hips, soften your low back, soften your belly. You soften around your thoughts. Allowing whatever activity of your mind to entirely be. Just as we welcome the tension and the tightness in our bodies, welcome all thoughts here. But rather than attaching to them, rather than engaging with the thoughts, can you allow yourself to just consciously observe? Watch them leave as easily as they came. Inhale, slowly lift yourself back up, release your strap from your feet and extend your legs out long. Bounce the backs of your thighs onto your mat. Remove the strap from your torso and set it off to the side. Reach back behind you mindfully and bring your bolster now to the top of your thighs and your extended legs. Grab onto your blanket and lift your seat onto your blanket, again in a mindful way. Inchworm yourself back, find your sitting bones rested onto your blanket. Active through your feet, round your chin to your chest and roll forward. If the support on top of your thighs feels too far away, you can find additional by bringing blocks beneath your bolster. In this restorative forward fold, feel the counter pose. Feel the spine lengthening in the opposite direction of the posture we were just in. If you feel any pulling, tingling, tightness in your legs, find a gentle bend of your knees, sliding a block or two beneath the knees. We bring our bodies into shapes that create sensation. We consciously observe the sensation created. Bring yourself back to your breath. Continue just to observe. Begin to deepen your breath, signaling to the body that we're about to move. And inhale, ripple up into a comfortable seat, long, straight spine. Bend your knees, scoot your seat forward off of your prop. Move your bolster off to the side. Move your blanket off to the side. Slowly lower down onto your back. Draw your knees in towards your nose. And cross your right ankle over your left knee, figure 4. Lift your hips up, scoot them off to the right, and allow your knees and your stacked right ankle to fall to the left. As the sole of your right foot is planted firmly onto the ground, you can bring your hand into the inner line of your right knee. Keep strong flexion in your right foot and press your right knee away from you. As you do so, be mindful. If there's any holding with your breath, if there's tightness anywhere in your body, it's a signal you're going too far. Inhale your way out, unwind your torso, unwind your legs. Scoot your seat back towards the center of your mat. Extend your right leg long. And capture the back of your right thigh, your calf, your ankle. Then switch it out. Place the right foot onto the ground, left ankle stacks. Lift your hips, scoot them off to the left side. Allow everything to fall off to the right. Sole of your left foot is pressed firmly into the ground. And bring your right hand into the inner line of your left knee. Press your left knee gently away from you. Inhale, knees back through center. Scoot your seat back to center. Extend your left leg long. Capture your calf, your ankle, or the back of your thigh. Take a breath and slowly release both feet to your mat. Windshield wiper out your knees, rocking from side to side. Press the soles of your feet into your mat. Locate your block. Lift your hips and slide your block beneath your sacrum, that triangular shaped bone at the base of your spine. Extend your legs long, finding legs up the wall, Viparita Karani. Toes are flexed towards your face. You've created a 90-degree angle with your legs and your torso here. This posture is fantastic if you've been traveling, sitting for long periods of time at your desk. If your blood pressure feels off, it's great to do at the end of a long day. Slowly lower your feet back down towards your mat. Lift your hips, slide your block out from beneath your sacrum. Extend your arms up over your head and roll off to your left side. Press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Locate your blocks. Bring one block between your shoulder blades on its medium height, your second block beneath your head on its lowest height, coming into supported fish pose. As your shoulder blades drape along the block on its medium height, continue to allow your chest to peel open. So you come into this posture, palms open, heart open. Invite fresh energy back into all parts of your being. Your physical body, your mental space. Notice how it's easier to take an inhale as the shoulders are peeled back and supported. Exhale completely. Inhale, chin to chest. Slide your palms back under your shoulders. Extend your legs long, arms high. Exhale, release your fingertips towards the ground. Move your blocks out of the way. Grab onto your blanket and bring it to the top of your mat. Grab onto your bolster or a rolled up blanket and slide it beneath your knees. Gently lower yourself down into a supported Shavasana. Bolster beneath your knees to support your low back. Blanket beneath your head to support your neck. Scan your physical body a final time. As you consciously release and relax tension from your physical body, you're creating space for new energy, intentional energy to move into. Scan your thoughts, releasing any thoughts that do not serve your highest self, your highest level of well-being. Acknowledge their presence and consciously ask them to release. Scan your breath here. Notice where your inhale feels like it travels to. Where does your exhale begin and end? Bring conscious breath back into your body. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Begin to invite small movements back into your fingers, your toes. Inhale your arms overhead. Draw your knees into your chest. Roll off to your right or left side. Press yourself up from fetal position into a comfortable, intentional seat. Bring your palms together to touch in front of your heart space, uniting all parts of ourselves. Right and left, masculine, feminine, yin and yang, doing and being. May your creativity be restored here. Take a breath in. Exhale, bow chin to chest. Namaste.